just talk about XGR for a little bit while we wait for Osashis to come and join us as well.
I have returned. Sorry about that.
There he is. All right. We're complete. The Three Musketeers. So it's myself, Black Mace, and Haggard, you just heard, and Osashis. How you doing, Osh?
Doing well, man. Doing well.
That is awesome. There you can see we are complete, and I mentioned already, I'm excited that it is all of us here this time. I mentioned Haggard is the founder of Elite Racers, and Osashis joined us over at Elite Racers when we were doing the 8-wheel drive endurance championship. And he has been, because was that the first thing, Oshi? I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was.
And you've been with us since, and here we are doing the same thing over at Star Citizen. The same
Crazy
thing, but
how
cooler.
it works out.
And why cooler? Because it is Star Citizen. And racing ships in Star Citizen is so much cooler than Elite. That's my opinion. All right, I mentioned the snake bit we'll be racing at. Maybe we'll talk about XGR for a minute, because how long have we been doing XGR now? What is this? Are we like at a month? Maybe just over?
I think we're at a couple months now, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't know.
About 2 months.
Time flies when you're having fun. So I was inspired by Elite Racers, of course. I tried to get a few of the Elite Racers to come and play with me, and realized that there wasn't really an Elite Racers place like we had for Elite. So I was like, all right, let's create something. Let's do it. And Oshi, you wanted to join me, and Haggy, you did too. How are you enjoying it so far?
It's been awesome, man. It's been fun meeting a lot of new people, a lot of new faces over here in Star Citizen, and like learning the ropes over here. Obviously, some of the skills that people have in other space games translate over, but it's obviously a very different flight model, and there's a lot of perks and really cool things about it. Atmo flight characteristics being one of the big ones.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, everything looks so cool. From my perspective, I haven't really watched a whole lot of Star Citizen footage, so everything I see is fresh. And to me, it looks like it's very simulator, right? It's very like when you're flying, you really feel the atmosphere on the ship, and there are limitations to what the ships can do. So it forces you to fly with a bit more tension.
Hell yeah, dude. It's like Star Citizen makes you realize Elite flies like an arcade game.
Right.
I'm just waiting for the haters now, but I don't think we'll find any in this stream. So I think
that's what I noticed watching some old footage from Elite too, that I thought was like hooning, right? Which is, it's still pretty good, and compared to an actual arcade flight game, Elite is still pretty simulator.
Yep.
But like comparing the footage, it was just like, oh man, it's not real boost, it's not real momentum.
Yep.
Compared to Star Citizen, everything is much more accurate.
That's the thing. Like Ty Osashis, you said this, you mentioned this the other day, that in Elite you're kind of dependent on boost. Without boost, there is nothing.
Oh yeah, and when Star Citizen, like it's completely different. Boost is way more in your control for one. Just it's a completely different model, push and hold. And then outside of that boost, ships have their characteristic of their own, very snappy and mobile. They take on the characteristics of the size of the ships comparatively. Like, yeah, a lot of the racing ships are really small, and they feel that way. It feels like a small fighter jet style ship compared to a big space vessel. But
that's what always frustrated me with Elite. I always hoped that the ship launched fighters would be the most nimble, agile, fastest little racing beasts around, but it's just not the case, which is a little sad. But hey, I found my niche right here in Star Citizen, so I'm happy. And
hell yeah.
So what have we done so far with XGR? Because we've done I should mention this, we've been going for 2 months now, and the goal is kind of to experiment with a whole bunch of different things towards the end of the year. And then coming to 2022, we can start thinking about some more serious championships and stuff like that. But so what have we done? We've done some ground racing. Personally, I don't think the ground racing or the ground vehicle handling isn't all there yet, so it's kind of in an in-between spot, waiting for all the GraphLev updates and all that sort of stuff. And then for ship racing, we've done 0G, we've done Atmo, and now we're doing canyons. So what are we thinking about that?
It's been crazy fun to experiment with these different things so far, and like everyone knows, we're still learning our way and kind of figuring out the best way to run this stuff. But just the difference in these courses that we've seen. So we've had like slaloms, like you said, we've had Atmo, we've had 0G, we've had ground racing. There's like so many nuances to these different locations and this different style of racing that's been really fun to kind of experiment with this. And like sky's the limit. It's awesome to just imagine what we're going to be able to do with this in the future.
Did he just say sky is the limit in Star Citizen?
Space is the limit. Stars are the
There is no limit.
The nebula on the far end of whatever Star Citizen galaxy is the limit.
Right now,
Stanton
I
is the
think
limit.
I was going to say, right now it's fair to say Stanton is the limit. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny. So that's what Elite would say, right? He has only one system. Anyway, quick shout out to all the viewers. We have Hector, Euro Trucker, we've got Cowboy. Cowboy, I'm so happy that you were able to make it for the race as well, because there was a chance that he might not be able to. We've got Lieutenant Stanza, we've got Arathir again. So hello everybody. And I think based on the fact that there's already 31 people watching right now, we posted the link on Reddit and in some of the Discords. So a big welcome if you found us via those links. I hope this will be fun to you. We are doing some races today. This is XGR. We are sort of a racing hub, and we're doing a whole bunch of different experimentations with different races. And today we have a Canyon Snake Pit race on Clio, and we have an amateur and a pro race. It is going to be fun. We'll have 2 cameras. We've got Osash's on connected via an RTMP server, so we can kind of make this as entertaining and TV broadcast style as possible. So it's going to be fun. Let's check out, unless somebody has something to add at any point, feel free to interject. I'm going to pull up some leaderboards for the qualifications. Should we do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
All right. So let me work my magic, which is something I'm still getting used to. Here we are on the stream right now. We have some kind of list. Okay, so how does this work? We have done a couple of different styles of races so far. We did sort of the way that we've always done it in Elite, and I'm pretty sure Hage, you came up with this, didn't you, with the whole heat system?
Yeah, I'd have to see how it actually runs, but definitely heats and qualifications leading to a final.
Yeah, so what we've done so far with XGR, with the ship races, was a heat system. And I would definitely stole this from what we were doing over at Elite Racers. But basically the way that worked is that on a race day, you will see a number of heats. A heat is a race. So imagine 3 heats. The winner from the first heat sits out. Then you have a winner from the second heat. He also sits out. Then you have a winner from the third heat. He also sits out. Or actually, now we have 3 winners. And then there is one finals race where the winners of each heat go up against each other, kind of tournament style almost, until a single victor emerges. And that is an awesome system because you get a whole bunch of racing and you get multiple tries to win. You know, if something happened that screwed up your run, you still have another chance. And then, of course, there is the ever-exciting finals race. For this race at the Snake Pit, we're doing it a little different again. We decided we wanted to kind of see how fast people could go before we did the race. Because there are a lot of new people that are new to racing and are very excited to race. We want to make sure that they stand a chance as well. So we wanted a split between the amateur class and the pro class. So what we did is we opened the time trials ahead of the race, because that's another thing we've been doing. Every time we had a live event, we would open time trials afterwards. So you could put your name on the time trial board, which is open 24/7. So in this case, we did the time trials first, which means, as you can see on screen right now, that we had a whole bunch of people submit times. And the hot topic for this canyon race, and we knew this was going to happen, was the track limits, because it's a rather shallow canyon and it is very easy to go over. So trial by error, is that the saying? I believe it is. It took some...
Yep.
And yeah, we've got a list of 14 racers. 2 of those are myself and Osashis. So take those away because we are not racing. We are commentating. We've made a split. We see in 7th position, we have Bear Commando. And he is the final contender for the pro race. And then 8th and below is the amateur race. And that will be the first race of the day. Depending on if everybody shows up, because if we are missing some people, we might play around with this and make some changes. We'll see how it goes. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you pretty much covered that.
So yeah, how are we feeling about this? Did you guys, Haggy and Osh, did you guys like how these time trials developed as a qualification method?
It's been interesting for sure. Sorry, Haggy. It's been a learning experience for sure, especially this is a first track type of canyons that we've been running. So kind of learning how to best operate that and figure out limits and stuff like that has been really interesting. But it's been really fun to see guys try to push this and even just try to survive through a run. It's obviously not a lot of room for error when it's this low of a course. You're basically hugging the top of the canyon, which isn't that high, and running along the ground. So one little mistake and you clip, and that's pretty much donezo. So it's been really fun to watch.
Yep. Haggy?
Yeah, the footage has been really, really cool to watch, especially seeing canyon flying for the first time at these speeds. And time trials run a little differently than the live race, so time trials are harder to define, and it's hard with canyons because where is the track limit? It's not just a pylon, it's sort of a height combined with a distance, and it's hard to maneuver that requirement. But with live racing, it's going to be really, really cool to watch. The results are straightforward, so I'm excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things we mentioned is that during the time trials, there were very hard limits. And then during the live races, it will be more lenient in terms of if you end up going over. What's just important is that you go down again as fast as you can, and then you're fine. It's no big deal. Some of these names we'll go over in a second. But first, looking at this leaderboard, something occurred to me that I didn't realize. Some people have the craziest setups, and we don't have any acronyms for these. We've got HOSAS, which is the most common hands-on stick and stick, dual stick setup, because basically that way you have the most control over your 6 degrees of freedom. And roll and pitch and all your rotationals and stuff. But then we've got people adding throttles and pedals to the mix. We've got people on left stick and right mouse. And then we have a guy that's on a left stick with a mouse and pedals. So we've got HOSASP, we've got HOSMAP, we've got, I don't know, dude, there's obviously some HOTASs in there, but we're coming up with a whole new vocabulary of input acronyms.
It's cool. So many different ways to fly and still be competitive. So it's fun to see people like gel with what clicks for their brain, right?
Yeah.
To control the axes that are available. So it's cool.
And then there is the whole coupled versus decoupled, right? That's always so much fun to watch. There's plenty of heated discussion in the Discord and everywhere on the internet in terms of what is better, if one is better, and the differences between them and how it functions differently from a game like Elite Dangerous. It's always a fun topic to follow. We've got, currently I hold the top spot. Very proud of this one. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. And because we're all so close together, we go down to the thousandths of a second simply by counting frames. The proof is required all the time for all of these submissions. And we just count frames until we get a time. And then we have Sader in second. He's been blasting through this canyon over and over and over again, reducing his time, finding the limits, and it's been a lot of fun to see that develop. We've got you on there, Osashis, and then Ark and Sand, Space Cowboy, and so forth. Should we check some of these runs out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because these
are always so much fun to watch, because not only do you have the coupled versus decoupled, which obviously affects the way people fly this, but you have the different just piloting flight styles of people. So it's really fun to see the differences in action.
Absolutely. All right, here is, I've got 2 runs queued up. It's the top 2, so it's mine and Sader's, and they're very close together. I don't know which one comes first. I'll let you know when we start playing. The biggest difference between them will be the coupled mode control. I believe Sader is also on dual stick, so that's fun. I think he uses rudder pedals as well, maybe for altitude. I'm not sure, up and down. Let's just go and check this out and enjoy. All right, so this is my run. This is Black Mesa's first. So this is the Drifter's Paradise. It's very fun to go through there. A little bit of yaw, a little bit of rolling, and the Razor in Atmo likes to. You need to either roll all the way or use boosting and yawing, or you will end up getting all sorts of out of control. This is close contact, very narrow track limits there, very easy to go high. Very important that you don't go high. Turn and burn, very fun corner. You always feel slow coming out of it. This is the final turn, now back onto the straight. Gotta go below 290 in altitude to make sure we don't exceed, and back to Drifter's Paradise. Timing the boost button, just enough roll. And through, when you're watching this, look at the boost meter as well, because you're trying to not over boost, right? You need to make sure that you have enough boost out of the red zone for each turn, and just, you basically want to run out of boost by the final turn on the final lap. That's what you're trying to achieve. Here we go again, close contact, yawing through it, lots of boost, and then using the power of the vertical down or the vertical up thrusters to cancel the speed through that turn. Final turn again, keep her low between below 290. We were in the red zone there with boost. We're very low, so we can't use too much. We are out of boost again, so this is
That's dangerous.
the pinch, out of boost, so now we have to wait. We go through Emerald Avenue, basically rolling without boost here, building back up, and there we go.
It's remarkable how much speed you carry even when you are out of boost.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so in Elite Dangerous, if you don't boost, you slow down, right? This weird artificial thing. That doesn't happen in Star Citizen. Your momentum is yours to keep. Atmo does slow you down, of course, but if you're at speed, you will stay at speed for a long time. And there we go, over the finish with a time of 225.349. How did that feel?
Fast.
Felt like it was sped up, but that was real time.
Hey, maybe it was sped up. Who knows?
Hey, it gives me a benchmark to shoot for. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. It the coolest thing, right? While we were just pausing this for a minute to talk about what we saw, we've got a couple of different ships. We didn't mention that for this canyon race, and this is also something that we continue to experiment with. For this canyon race, we've allowed only ships that are labeled Racer by CIG. So that is the P-72 Archimedes, that is the M50, that is the Mustang Gamma and Omega, the Razor, and the 350R, which is sitting a bit on the slow end, so I don't think anybody is trying with that one, even though I do think it would be competitive as well. The M50 bucks like a bitch going through Atmo. There is all sorts of wrong with that flight model right now. Makes it fun to fly, but a little challenging on the competitive side. And the Razor seems to be the winning ship, right, Ty?
Yeah, it seems to be. I think I question whether how fast the Gamma can go comparatively on this course. It's obviously tough because it's such a larger ship that it's easier to clip, right? It's such a tight course. It's really easy to clip with that. So I plan on doing a bunch more time trials on the Gamma with this course specifically to see kind of what the limit is with my skills plus the Gamma. But it's really fun. I love a lot of the nuances of this course for where you can make up time. Not only do you have to execute these corners really nicely, keep momentum, but keep them tight, but there's a lot of maximizing your speed on the straights. So like Emerald Avenue, big long corner straight, kind of a mixed thing, and then you have like turn and burn with a big long straight.
In the
and
meantime,
those straights,
you're watching. In the meantime, you're watching Saders' run, so we can keep talking.
Those straights, like how much you can milk out max speed on those straights, equates to a whole lot of lost time in your total time trial. So, a lot of the little nuances with this course are pretty interesting to watch in action.
Truth. So this is Sader running coupled. Go ahead, Haggy.
Something I noticed. Oh, he's coupled. Okay. I was going to say something I noticed with Sader is that he's using a lot more yaw than you did in your run.
Are you sure?
I believe so. Unless I'm mistaken.
I think it very much depends on what turns. I think when he decides to do the rolling action, he is committed to the roll. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's kind of 50-50, but I'm not too sure. If you're noticing it, it's probably true. The biggest difference that we're seeing that he is coupled, Sader swears by leaning on the coupled system to aid basically in stabilizing, slowing down, optimizing thruster inputs and all that. He would explain it better than I could, probably because I don't agree with him, but we'll have to get him on to talk about that sometime.
I remember seeing that he was just kind of discussing after seeing Black Maze's run, like corners where yaw versus roll were best utilized. So it'll be really interesting to see. I hope he goes back and pushes this course further, get some more times there, because I'll be really curious to see what he finds out.
I think one of the things, and this is not to say that one is better than the other, one thing I like a lot about coupled is being able to rely on gravity in terms of if I'm not vertical thrusting up, I'm falling down. So I'm using that natural gravity to help me not go over and kind of, well, it just helps, right? For many reasons. Whereas if you're coupled, if you're in an upwards vector, you cannot rely on gravity because coupled is gonna kind of fight gravity for you. So that's one of the big differences, I think. I think we're coming up on the finish for Sader. There he goes. Beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Absolutely. Fast run.
And we're coming up with 2 minutes to spare on time to do some instancing. So we've got 2 minutes to chat. Let's have a little peek at Discord. We have a whole bunch of people ready in voice. So that's awesome. And we will be switching over to them in just a minute, just to get all the instancing done. And when we do that, we will be on a Be Right Back screen. But please stay with us while we do that. You'll be able to listen to some music and chat with your fellow viewers in the chat. And maybe I should use this opportunity to quickly remind you that you are more than welcome to come and join us over at XGR. There is a link on the... No, there isn't a link on the screen. I will get a link on the screen for you right now. You'll also be listening to some music while that happens. So if you haven't joined us yet, definitely come and join us. And I'm going to ask you to stand by a minute. We'll be right back, and that will be in-game. And we'll go over the track and show you what it's all about. Be right back. All right, we're back on the air. We're busy. It's the thing right now. We are at Port Tressler. For the viewer, you will be looking at our beautiful clips still while we get set up. And yeah, these clips is a ever-expanding database of cool shit we're doing as we are hosting these races. It's good to see we've got everybody here. There's only one racer missing, which appears to be Arkansas. Now, there was a chance that he wasn't going to be able to make it. However, it just occurred to me, and oh wow, I'm looking at all the racers over at Tressler. I'm gonna have to show you this actually. Here you go. Give you a glimpse. Look at this, all the racers. That's awesome. We've got Velvet with style points, by the way, looking ever fashionable in this yellow racing suit. So as I was saying, Arkansas might actually show up a little later, and it isn't until after the amateur race that we're doing the pro race. So maybe, Ty, we need to have a little think about that.
No, they have a wait. They have a wait.
I'm going to spawn my Reliant. Pray to Chris Roberts that it spawns in the right orientation. And
I'm sure my Gamma I'll be flying will be upside down on the pad, which is always fun.
I mentioned earlier, the Gamma should just get landing wheels on all sides. That will fix it.
It's pretty cool to get teleported up. I feel like I'm getting abducted by aliens when I get into that cockpit.
Beam me up, Scotty. Sorry, Neojet. I stole the button.
Oh, and hilariously enough, just because I bitched about it, now the Gamma spawned just right.
Ah, there you go. That's how you do it.
Yep.
So we have, again, Osashis, myself, and Haggy will all be commentating. Haggard, of course, not having played Star Citizen yet. Long overdue, waiting for sticks, as I understand it.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to give you this combination of commentation. We also have off mic next to me a very helpful girlfriend. We've got Marble Maze doing the lap counting. So as we are tracking the leader, we will have someone keeping track of laps for us, which definitely will help alleviate that concern. And just to give you an indication of how this is going to go down, I will, in my Reliant, be filming the leader at all times. So I'll be sticking with the leader, and we've got Osashis then free to film all the other cool action for you. And we will be swapping back and forth between our cameras to give you the very best of what the races have to offer. Anyway, that's the plan. It never goes according to plan, so we'll see how we do.
Yep.
Oh, and the interesting thing is I need to give a good shout out, actually, to the creators of a very cool Excel sheet that we use to determine when it is daylight or nighttime at the locations. Because Clio actually only sees about an hour and a half of daylight. So we had to make sure that when we organize this, when we arrive, it'll be dark and the sun will just be coming up, which will give us ample time to get ready to race. Hey, Wasi Guibu, nice to see you're here. And to the 32 others, hello, and welcome. Another quick recap. You're watching XGR. We are about to undertake a very cool canyon race, or two races if all goes according to plan. And it should be awesome.
My ship just tried to fly me through the planet, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's always...
Maggie, go ahead.
On the note of hardware, we have a channel in the Discord to discuss hardware setups. So if you're interested, go ahead and join the Discord and start talking about it.
Hell yeah.
I still need to get mine built, so I will take any recommendations from anybody in chat. But yeah, join the Discord and hang out. It's pretty rad.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
Jinx,
right.
owe me a Coke.
Let me try this. Don't go through the planet. I'm already on the good side. That helps.
Yeah, I think I'm just silly, and I thought it was going to send me through the planet, but it should have been fine. So
yeah,
my
if
bad.
it's below 200 kilometers, you're on the right side. All right, it's still pretty dark, so I'm seeing some lights already, and this is pretty cool. We're coming up with all these tracks which are in very creative locations. For example, we've got this one is close to Rayari McGrath, or whatever it's called. It's disappeared off my screen now, so I lost the name. McGrath, something like that. And it's actually
Rayari McGrath, yep.
There you go. It's not actually at that location, but instead it is 8.6 kilometers away from it in the direction of 315 degrees on the bearing compass thingy. Which is cool, man.
Shout out Wasi Guibu and Twitch. Yeah, this is me sounding like an idiot. This is so Sasha's.
Is that somebody you know then, or what?
I don't. So it may be under a different name, but I don't recognize that.
Is he calling you an idiot though, or what?
No, I'm calling myself an idiot.
Oh yeah, we're used to that.
Exactly.
So we can already see people are well on their way. We just have 8 kilometers to fly in with air, and we'll wait for the sun. And there's Sasha's flying past. What are you flying today, Ty, as cameraman?
I'm in my Gamma for cameraman today.
So we're doing a little test here. I'm swapping to your screen, Ty, and we'll see how that comes through. Look at that. We've got some people lining up.
Beautiful.
I will be alt-tabbing in just a minute to see how we're doing with your feed, making sure that nobody is looking at a black screen. It looks to not be working. So let's give that another try. Oh, there we go. You're working. We're connected. Ty getting some beautiful footage here in the dark. I'll get some lights on as well.
Nice somber dark arrival as we get ready for all the nerves of race day. It's great.
Oh yeah, yep.
It really feels like a real race day, because usually you show up. Well, you show up early morning. You get like pull the rig in and get
That's
ready,
it.
and everybody's kind of there with their sweatshirts on.
Yep.
Yeah, let me work to make sure my cameras are all working too.
I'm actually surprised how many Gammas we have here so far. That's awesome. Gonna be fun to see some variety in the ships that'll be racing today, because I'm sure we're gonna have quite a few Razors as well.
Yeah, so looking at, if we just quickly just swap over here, right, and let's look at the time trial leaderboards again while we're at it. We do have a lot of Gammas on there. We've got Cowboy, Bear Commando, Velvet, Prime, Neojet, Eurotrucker, and Numinos. They're all in Mustang Gammas, and it is only Sater, Arkansas, if he makes it, Marco 8, and Steve CC and Data Machine in the Razor. Very cool to see.
Very interesting. Yeah,
one of the cool things about this location and the Razor is the fact that you can spawn it at Rayari at the outpost, because it is small enough to be spawned on the small pad. So definitely, if you have a ship there with a respawn, if you crash, it would be very easy for you to go back, respawn at the outpost, and get a new Razor spawn right there. We've got Guibu asking if we're racing at Kaplan Stadium. No, sir, we are not. We are at Clio, that is a moon orbiting microtech, and we scouted there a really cool canyon track, and we dubbed it the Snake Pit. Oh, Sasha's asking for a signature. You already have one on your boob. I signed your boob for you.
Yeah, but I took a shower, so it's gone now. I need you to tattoo it.
Are you sure about that? I'm a
yeah.
lefty.
Oh boy, never mind. Deal's off.
That's a signature going the wrong way. So we've got the Clio Storms. Practicing and doing time trials at Clio is an absolute bitch, because not only are you waiting for daylight, as soon as it is, you've got the storms that are coming usually in the morning and toward the evening as well. And it does a lot to offset your flight, and which is so cool, by the way. The fact that the wind will blow your ship from a certain direction and thus cause the effect of an unstable flight. And on top of that, the visibility. So that's awesome. But yeah, we'll wait for all that to get settled. I'm loving all the headlights. It looks so good. Haggy, how does it feel? You're used to organizing all these races, of course, and you haven't for a while. How does it feel to be on the hosting side again for a change?
Yeah, it's nice. We have somebody else hosting events right now in Elite Racers, so it's cool to observe the process again.
Yeah.
And of course, setting up here is a lot different than setting up in Elite Dangerous.
It is and it isn't.
Seamless
yeah, it is seamless, but I have to admit, and this can function as a sort of nod to Elite again. We have the Scarab Community Cup going on over at Elite Racers right now, which is a lot of fun, where we see all racers organizing one event to create a sort of championship. And with all the mess Odyssey has brought, it has brought one thing that was really good. Improved instancing. So I remember for the last race, just logging into the game at the outpost of the race, there wasn't even any winging required. Everybody just spawned in the same instance, and it was pretty seamless. So that's nice.
Yeah, that could be said. There was also fewer people than the times when we've had major instancing problems.
Yeah, that is absolutely the case. Ty, are you frozen again? I'm just trying to see if your screen is working or not. Yeah, Guibu, as always, we will be putting this on YouTube as well. I think we lost Osasha's, actually. He's no longer talking in voice either. His stream shut down. And I think he's gone.
Must have had a crash.
Oh, he says he thinks his sound driver just crashed. Bear with me. No worries, he'll be back. We have... Let's see where we are on time. We're at 20 minutes past. We are aiming to go racing in about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check in on the racers. We can do that live, so we can bring them in. And Haggy, if you want to come down with me, you are more than welcome to. And we'll just see how everybody is doing. Hey, racers. How you doing today? How's it going?
Good. Good.
Doing good.
Good. Great.
Awesome. It's so good to see you all already lining up. Is there anybody with any issues, or are we all doing good?
I'll be arriving shortly. I'm not that far out.
What's the first race?
So we'll be doing the amateur race first, which is 7 laps, and we have somebody to help us lap count. We'll wait for the sun, of course, which shouldn't be more than 10 minutes or so. And yeah.
Will we be racing regardless of weather?
Regardless of weather, yes. We can wait a little bit if it means improved weather, but obviously want to be careful to avoid running out of daylight for the pro race.
Yeah.
Should we have the flyby 2 minutes for?
Oh, dude, let's do it. If you guys are ready for this, or if you want to wait, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, we can try.
So, you guys are ready for this already, or?
Yeah, we can.
I'm just moving up to where Luigi is right now.
So we have Luigi and Euro Trucker doing a C2 flyby, which is going to be awesome. I'm very excited for that.
You sure you're in the right place Tuesday?
I don't know. I went 305.
Do we want to wait until it's daytime?
Any other
Luigi?
ships?
Yeah, maybe wait. At least until twilight.
Do you want to do a quick pass, Euro?
Nah, we'll just wait until it's daytime. At least.
Do you mind if I do a slow run through just to kind of get warmed up?
You do whatever you like, just don't blow up.
Is anybody at the track right now?
Oh yeah, we all are.
Should we go too far? Oh,
So
there
we
they are.
have some of the racers doing some run-throughs. That's awesome. We were just talking about how difficult it is in the dark. So kudos for even trying.
I'm going to move out of the canyon if people are running through.
Sunrise in 6 minutes.
Beautiful.
Euro, confirm 700?
Make it 600.
600.
600, that's way too high. You guys got to be touching the ground. Sorry, don't listen to me.
Anybody wants to?
500 and I was almost looked like I was almost bouncing to the ground because it wasn't that time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I'm thinking of the altitude in the canyon. That's obviously a little bit lower.
Yeah, altitude on top's about 330.
Right.
If people want to be outside but not in their ship, there's a C2 over here you can stand in.
All right, it's starting to get a little lighter out here.
M2, you still have your gear down.
Hello to everybody in chat. 50 people watching.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Wow.
I'm so pleased. Very
Hey,
excited.
Maze, are there any rules for where we're allowed to spectate from? Like, am I okay sitting like by one of the big turns or something?
You are more than... I'm going to have all the faith in the world that you'll all be careful. So for all the spectators, just as long as you're not in the canyon, you'll be safe. Because obviously the rule is not to be over the edge. So yeah, go anywhere you like. If you think you might be in a risky space, just be smart and pick something else. But I'm convinced you'll be okay.
Is the A90's drums front elevator broken?
That I don't know.
I can't exit the elevator.
Hey, Sapphire. Nice to
you
see
didn't
you
go in the
here.
one with the turret, did you?
I did.
Yeah, you're stuck.
We've got Sapphire watching as well. I'm very
Cool.
happy.
Stay here. Oh,
Fantastic.
nope.
I think
I'm
that
out.
the storm is passing. The visibility is higher now.
I heard what happened.
Okay, I'm alive. I'm alive. I phased through the 890 and it spat me out below.
Oh, wow. So Osasha's with some technical difficulties. His sound driver crashed, which crashed his Star Citizen, which hard locked his PC. So he'll be back with us very shortly.
Just got back in.
There he
I'm
is.
trying to launch and see where we're at.
All right, don't forget to start streaming.
I did, so hopefully it comes up. So
We're gonna check it out.
Luigi, let's mark
Yep.
it 500.
There's Osasha's streaming the startup of his Star Citizen. Windows 11 looking great.
I'm steady at 604.
How do you make it there?
Yeah,
Tuesday?
we want to be somewhere between 550 and 600. 500 is too low and we'll bounce off the ground on the way there. So 600 is a good height.
Are we bringing Cutlass Red, or are we going to use the med bay on the 890?
I don't think it'll be necessary. If we crash that bad, we've lost anyway.
People
come
die
back
during
and watch.
practice runs.
Yeah.
Sunrise in 3
Can you
minutes.
throw me a party invite back, Black Maze?
Yes. Sent.
Oh, look at that morning twilight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's
Also, technically, you want a spawn point if somebody comes and trolls the race.
Yeah.
all trolls
here
to be
comes the
shot on
sunrise.
sight.
That's why I have guns. Why doesn't anybody else have guns?
Wait. We don't need no stinking guns. If you understood that reference, good on you. You were raised right.
Don't take off till the elevator goes back up. What the hell?
Oh, what? I'm not taking off. The doors have not opened.
I love how pink Cleo is. Oh, someone blew up.
Well,
Yep.
Whoa.
God.
The 890 made me into a sandwich.
Is that a
He got
is that a
freaking
racer?
pancaked.
Yeah, that's me. But I'm in pro.
Oh boy. Are you gonna make it back okay?
Yeah, I should be able to if Tuesday picks me up in the 890 again.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Sunrise in 1 minute.
A sunset is coming.
It's actually not looking stormy right now, which is great. If this can hold.
The storms are individual. Like, some people might see it, other people won't.
I'm seeing the same.
Yeah, I hate that.
A little bit after sunrise, though, the weather generally clears up for everyone.
Sun should start rising in less than a minute.
So it unfortunately didn't get me back right at the track, so I'm making my way back as quick as I can here from Tressler.
No problem. Atriu, if I'm pronouncing it right, is asking if we're playing 314 or 315 PTU. So this is 314 PU, and that will kind of be our end goal for all events, unless it's something special to the PTU. We're kind of aiming to do everything in the PU, and actually the biggest reason for that will be to ensure that everybody has access and the ship handling hasn't been changed in between versions. So it's just very smart to keep it all centralized to the PU. We did see some folks, for example, practicing the course in the PTU, and it was cool to see that the ships did seem to handle the same, but obviously there are some changes with the true vector indicator and the shadows on the hoods. And Sader, you mentioned that the color there's a difference in the paint job for the Razor.
Yeah, it's faster.
Oh, is it actually faster, or is that?
Oh, it's a faster color.
Awesome.
Oh, there you go.
Luigi, it looks like your nose is slightly down. Make sure you
all the orange of the Razor got swapped to a dark green, and it's like a dark green, dark black. It looks pretty nice.
I like it more. Yeah, I liked it. I've never liked the orange on it anyway.
Anytime you can get away from Denver Broncos colors, you're going to be faster and better. So.
Picture the rise up.
Luigi, we start our run in 30 seconds.
Look at that sunrise, gentlemen.
Amazing.
I wish I could
All right,
see it.
give me a countdown for flyby and 20 seconds.
Where are you coming from? Are you guys landed right now, or?
10, 9, 8.
If you turn around, you'll see our marker.
6.
Yeah,
5,
I'm in WoW
4,
cam.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, you guys coming to us now? There you are. Okay. We got you.
110.
Gotta come in lower. Scrape the ground.
I'm here, but your ship parts are hitting me in the face now.
Does anyone have like a fascist national anthem we can pay to be like the UE? Because I'm pretty sure it's a fascist government.
That's hilarious. God, you guys are so slow. Trying to time your flyby with the sun.
I'm making my way to you Tuesday.
Luigi,
I'm
roll
looking at
up and to the
transport
left
right
as we
now, is
pass the start line. I'll roll up and to the right. Blair, once you start going up.
Beautiful.
I love the light
God.
that's flashing on the side.
God.
Beautiful.
That is amazing. Look at all those flares.
Kinetic.
On that topic, I have a question. For our commentation, we will be in the other channel, so you guys can race with all the concentration you desire. We need a little
Luigi,
countdown
let's roll
thing
back
here.
around and do another low pass.
And
Turn around.
Open Tuesday.
Yep.
I wanted to double check with somebody if they
Ryan,
can
I think the door's broken.
fire chaffs as a start thingy. So I just want to see what that looks like.
It's hard to see.
I'm not using those. I'm using the underneath.
I guess so, because the bay's broken. Yeah, you're not.
And I am back.
Awesome. Looks like we've got Euro Trucker trying
Does
to
that
one
fit
up
in
his
there?
freestyle run from yesterday.
I've been told it does.
And
Always.
splash.
And for those that haven't seen that, we were streaming yesterday the freestyle event. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, you should definitely go check it out on YouTube. It's or on Twitch here. You can watch the VOD. There is some really cool acrobatic footage. Aerobatics? Aerobatics.
All right, Euro. Go get your gun.
Alrighty. Returning to the
I can't repair this thing.
I'll come back down.
I think you can stick to the deck. I think there's gravity.
Is there a starting grid that's specific, or?
There, it will be the line, so everybody goes in a line.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe this is a good chance or a good moment for all the AM racers
go
to
for
go
it.
ahead and line up. Ty, I'm thinking no changes
Okay.
based on what I mentioned earlier that we might be seeing.
Yep. I think that's fine.
Oh, Maze, I got a quick question.
Yeah, shoot.
I noticed you put me in the AM, and I'm fine racing that, but my general times are around like 3:35 or so. I just never uploaded any extra runs because I always had a out of track limit. So do you want me to still race in that?
Yeah, I think so. 3:35, you said. That sounds AM to me. Yep.
Okay. Oh,
So-
I'm sorry. I meant 2:30. I'm sorry. It was really close to what you guys were getting, like within like 10 seconds.
All right, you're racing pro then.
Yeah, we don't want any sandbaggers in the
Hell yeah.
classes.
Yeah, you're racing pro.
Slashes.
All right, so Marco 8, was that chaff or decoy, or which one was that? Noise or decoy?
That's decoy.
Decoy. All right. So Ty, my question will be for you to fire decoys as the starting signal.
Now, if I can remember which one's which. Yeah, it's that. That should be visible, relatively visible.
Let me see if I have you on scopes as well. There you are. Let's try this for the stream. You want to show me some decoys?
Yeah, let me come right over here about where I would probably position myself so everyone could see, but I'm off the
Are
track.
you in a gamma?
Yep, I'm in a gamma.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Just running to my gamma now, and then I'll be heading to track.
Yeah, that works. Just that you're shooting them into the ground because you're too low. So
Try
you probably want to be higher.
the decoy from the C2s are much bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not be better.
You can pick up my C2 from Rayari if you want to use that.
I mean, I have a C2.
What if I
right
shoot him
here,
out the belly
technically.
like this?
Sater's C2 is right over here.
Samichone is saying that was amazing. I think someone enjoyed the
Oh yeah,
fly pass.
that's plenty visible.
That's visible, yeah.
All right, I'll put my belly up so you guys can see, and that'll work good enough, I think.
Can you show me that on the stream again, Ty? Just for the viewers.
I'm gonna be out of decoy.
Well, don't do that. You
I'll
can
go
rearm
restock.
though, right? You can rearm at the
Yeah, it's
station.
fine. Yep.
Do it. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. There's it's like it's pooping out flares, dude. It's awesome.
Approaching the race start line.
So let's get the amateurs all to line up. I think we see already 1, 2, 3, 4 guys lined up. That is Prime, Steve, Velvet, Neojet, and Numenos. That's awesome. So we're still missing a couple. Ty, if you can help me, just making sure that we have everybody.
Sure. Be right back. I'm just restocking because that was my last decoys there. So 2 seconds.
That's awesome.
2 shakes.
Hopefully this weather clears up on my screen.
Yeah, it's bad for me too right now.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say again for all the viewers, we've got 46 of you here, and I want to give you all a warm welcome. If you're wondering where you've landed, this is XGR. We are a relatively new racing hub community in Star Citizen, and you're about to watch one of our early events. This is Clio. We are on the moon Clio orbiting Microtech, and this is the Snake Pit. We have 2 races, an amateur race and a pro race, and it's going to be exciting. 7 laps for the amateur and 10 for the pro. There's Osash's back with a belly full of decoys. So again, for the racers, just to reiterate, we will be using decoy out of that Mustang Gamma to indicate the start. As soon as you see anything resembling decoy, you go.
Roger.
Ty, did we have everybody lined up, or who are we missing?
That's what I'm trying to double check here.
Very excited to see this start.
Yeah, this is awesome. Again, this is the first time doing a canyon, so it's great.
It's also going to be a lot different racing with other people instead of yourself.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if we're going to see any survivors post 7 laps.
Nope.
Do you think we'll see any collisions ship to ship?
Oh,
Yep,
I'm
sure
worried.
we will, yeah.
I'm worried. So I will say to the racers, I think as a general tip, you've got 7 laps to overtake folk. Don't worry if it takes you a couple of turns. Don't make any hasty decisions. Survival is important. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
I was missing Euro Trucker, but it looks like I just lost his party marker. So I think we've got everybody with data moving.
I'm
so.
sitting.
Yep, he is indeed. I will name them up again. Ty, tell me if I'm missing anybody. And racers, if we are missing your name, let us know. I've got Euro Trucker, Numenos, Steve, Neojet, Velvet, and Prime.
Yep, I think so. With, like I said, with data moving, that's everybody. So.
All right, I'm looking at my lap counter. My lap counter is getting their phone ready. That's awesome. We've got Osashis, obviously getting ready to do the flares. We're watching his screen right now as he gets in position. Are you going to be shooting the flares over the racetrack?
Yes.
All right, that's exciting. Beautiful. General reminder that when you're watching Osashis' camera, there are a couple of seconds delay. We're doing our best to keep the latency as low as possible, but There is a little. He's in position. Is there any racer not in position?
Ready.
All right, that sounds good. So I'll be staying in cockpit view for most of this so you can see the name tags and it'll be easy to follow the action. After this first trade, it's a right turn through Drifter's Paradise. All right, racers, get yourselves ready. Osashus, Fat Haggard, and myself, we will move up now to the other voice channel. I can drag you for you. And racers, perfect. Get ready. As soon as you see flares, we are going. All right, we are now in the commentation booth. We have all the racers lined up, and I'm looking. We've got everybody pretty neatly lined up here. Osashus, it is up to you now. We're ready to go.
All right.
It's going to be interesting seeing everybody come off the line. Taking a close look at Osashus' ship there, and we'll see who responds the fastest. Everybody is ready.
All right. Here we go, just for our viewers on stream. 3, 2, 1, go.
There's Flare. I see Flare. I see Neojet with an early start. Then it's Prime. Everybody else is a little later off the line. Let's watch them. Oh, I'm hearing explosions off screen. Osashus, let us know if you're catching some action so we can switch to your camera. We've got Velvet going high. We've got Prime overtaking Neo through Drifter's Paradise. It's Neojet out of control there as he approaches the pinch. There's Prime coming through. So I'll be focusing on Prime, Osashus. If you catch anything else, let me know and we'll swap right over. We've got Prime through Emerald Avenue on his way to close contact. We're hearing more explosions.
One down.
This is only the first lap. We've got 7 of them. There's Prime now on his way to turn and burn. I had a feeling Prime would be doing well. He qualified pretty low, mostly due to lack of time, I think. So maybe Psy Prime is going to be our sandbagger in this race. Let's watch him as he moves to the final turn. And there he completes lap number 1. Prime now onto lap number 2. Here. Let me know if you've got an angle.
Turn and burn. Got an angle for Prime coming in here on Drifter's Paradise.
All right, take over. You're on air.
All right. Got Prime navigating around really nicely. A little nose low. Going into the pinch here. Keeping it nice and tight there.
That is a sweet chicane through that section.
Absolutely. And gonna get some big speed here going through Emerald Avenue. Going a little wide here, but that's all right. He's taking it a little bit easy since he's flying a Gamma. Obviously, there's a lot more room for error. A lot bigger ship, a lot easier to clip on obstacles. Prime.
He's got a good lead.
Yeah. There's actually, I see a second Gamma relatively close on turn and burn.
That's
it. About half a straightaway here.
Yep, it's Neojet as they're coming through the final turn. Then there's Prime onto lap number 3. And Neojet very close behind. I'm thinking there's about 400 meters between them looking at the party tags.
Really close race.
There they are through there.
Oh, and Prime with
the... He clips the inside turn just after, and that is how Neojet takes the lead. Oh, wow. Oh, that was unexpected. Probably drifting wide. What happened, Ty? Did you get a view?
Oh, that's gutting. Yeah, it looked like he just couldn't quite make the turn. I don't know if he was out of boost, but just went a little too wide there, clipped a wing, and that's all she wrote.
Potentially feeling the pressure from Neojet.
Neo looking like he's got a healthy lead over anybody.
Or no?
I do not.
Wow.
I do see a racer still on course. We got another Gamma making his way around the pinch right now.
Oh, I had such high hopes for Neojet as he completes another lap. What lap are we on now? We're on lap number 4. Yeah, I'm just asking him a stopwatch. We'll have to get our stopwatch on the voice next time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, Neojet getting very close to the ground there as he clears again Drifter's Paradise. It really looks to be the exit turn of Drifter's Paradise that people are struggling with. It is so easy to drift wide on that one.
So it looks like it's Euro Trucker that I'm tracking right now that we have in second place.
All right, swapping to your camera.
Quite a ways back, but still making it around. Those may be the the only two racers we have left on the course right now.
That's intense. So yeah, definitely first place still up for grabs. Neojet will have to keep it clean as he fights his way through the snake pit on lap number 4, I believe we're on. No changes yet.
Euro Trucker just going around Drifter's Paradise. So yeah, Neojet has a very comfortable lead right now. Yeah, Euro Trucker taking that extra wide there, but he pulled it back in. And they're crossing each other, so Euro Trucker going around the pinch here while Neojet comes down the straight.
Yep, Neojet with another lap completed. That puts us on lap 5. Yep, Neojet on lap 5 right now, so a little ways to go, past halfway. There he goes through Drifter's Paradise, and again, getting close, going over the height limit a little bit here. He'll have to make sure to turn back down. He does. There he goes.
Neojet's in one of those situations where he's just got to keep it up.
Yep, that's it. And if he is
no
listening
pressure,
to the stream as well, he'll know that he can calm down a little. Yep, that's right.
Absolutely. So Euro Trucker in second place coming across the start finish right now.
Oh wow, so we've got who in second place?
Euro Trucker.
Right, Euro Trucker, right. We've got Neojet also completing a lap. I was going to say they're pretty close to each other now. Still, I wonder if Neojet is actually closing in on Euro Trucker at this point.
It looks like it. It looks like he's got a little more pace, so we may actually end up a situation where he's got to make his way around Euro Trucker and not clip.
Or not. If they're the only guys, like he could literally sit behind them.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, 7 laps is enough time to really.
Whoa! Sorry about that, Haggy. We had some networking there. We saw some weird collisions, but it was all just network. I'm very excited watching this. I'm very excited for the pro race. We're definitely going to see some hot action from Sater, and I'm hopeful we can get Arkansas here. Is this, who am I viewing here? Is this Euro Trucker close behind again, or what? Is that tie?
Euro Trucker's in the lead right now, and Neojet is just about to overtake him right now.
Yeah, roger that.
Euro Trucker's in the lead on this lap, but he's obviously a lap down right now. So
yeah, I got that mixed up. Sorry. So we are indeed seeing Neojet in the lead, about to overtake a back marker, which is Euro Trucker. Neojet going high and past him. We see Neojet using very well the rolling of the gamma to make sure that he can keep a tight line. And we saw Euro Trucker using more yaw and going a little wider. There is Neojet. So we did have another lap passed. Yeah, you can click. It's all right. Yeah. Sorry.
It looks like Neo is telepathically taking our advice and just holding back, since he knows there's nothing to gain by, overtaking him.
So what lap are we on? Is it 6? This was lap 7? All right, so we have then Neojet now going across the line for a finish. There we go. Good racing.
Good racing.
And there's Euro Trucker also going across the line. Beautiful. Beautifully done. So, wow, 2 finishers out of how many?
What did we have? 6? 6, I believe. So, yeah. A third of the A third of the contestants actually able to make it around the course.
Wow, that was cool. That was brilliant. So viewers, how was that for you? We got some hot action on the different cameras there. Let me know if everything came through okay. Swapping between Osashis and myself, and let's go check out. Let's go see how the winner is doing. We've got Neo Jet. I'm gonna pull him up into the group here. Is he on voice? He's not on voice.
He is at the very top with his tag.
With his, so let's pull him in. Neo Jet, you with us? Neo Jet, come in.
Oh,
how was that, dude? Congratulations, you won the amateur race after an explosion from Prime.
Was the best I have done all the tries.
Dude.
Awesome, man.
God,
awesome.
It was amazing.
That was so good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You've earned yourself a race winner tag on the Discord server and bragging rights and everything else that comes with it.
But really, it was really fun. It was very tense. Oh my God, it was like...
we can hear it in your voice.
I was making competitions when it was down, and it was the same feeling.
Good job. We need to hear from Prime, so we're just going to swap you out. Neo, thank you for coming up here. I'm just going to see how Prime is doing. Let's see. Hey, Prime, you're in the booth with us right now. How are you doing? What happened on that final turn on the Drifter's Paradise?
Oh, God. Yeah, I had no idea what position I was in. I couldn't see anybody ahead of me, and I thought everybody would be just behind me, so I was absolutely gunning it, not playing it safe, and I clipped a corner, and yeah, that was just it. It was like, wow.
To confirm, you were in the lead. You and Neo Jet had the best jumps off the starting line, and we were hopeful. And then we saw you going through Drifter's Paradise and indeed clipping the edge. What happened with clipping the edge? Were you out of boost or what happened?
Totally out of boost. Everything went all spongy, and I was just hoping to be able to roll into it, but I just clipped before I even got to maneuver.
Oh no. Oh. So was your boost like in the red zone that you couldn't enable it? You couldn't toggle it?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally used it up getting into that spot in the first place.
Wow. Well, you were doing really well. It's a shame to see that you weren't able to pull through. I think your overall lap times were definitely a little faster than NeoJet's.
Well, that's the way it goes. So
that is the way it goes.
Well
so
done.
far, though, again, Prime, you're holding up that reputation of can't finish a race.
It'll change.
Can you blame it on proximity assist again?
No.
Not this time. All right.
No, that was all me.
All right.
No, it's funny because when it happened, that's what I called. I was like, that looks like you ran out of boost because you swung really wide. Like you said, it looked real spongy. So it's funny that it worked out that way. So.
All right, we're gonna squeeze you down. Thank you, Prime. And just to confirm again what just happened, so you were watching the XGR AM class Snake Pit race. That was intense, but the very best is still to come because the difference between the amateurs and the pros based on the leaderboard times is big. There is a big difference. So it'll be a lot of fun seeing these guys going at it at the absolute maximum speed. Ty, did we hear from Arkansas at all?
Let me check. He said he might be able to come. That was a few minutes ago.
Haggard, can I ask you to take care of our racers? Tell the pro guys to start lining up.
Do you have a list?
They'll know.
Okay.
Oh no, and he messaged and said that he just got back to his house and there's no power at his place right now.
Oh, no power, no race. And we see P Badger's confirming the same. So P Badger's a friend of Arkansas, I think. Shout out to him. And again, to all the other viewers, I hope you're enjoying the show. We have the pro race coming up, and it is going to be exciting. Hey, Blues Kit, welcome. You joined right at the right time. We finished the AM race, just like Arathir is saying. And, yep, we've got the pro race coming up. So, Ty, it looks like how many racers for the pro race?
So, not counting Arc, since it looks like he's a possibly not, we've got... Looks like we're going to have 5 for the Pro class.
5 without Arc?
Correct.
I thought we had 5 with Arc.
Yes. We had before, but remember, Data is going to be racing in this class.
Oh, thank you. Yes, of course. We had Data confirm that he was able to set a much faster time, and wanting to avoid the sandbaggery, he offered to move himself up to the Pro class, which is awesome. It helps us keep it exciting for everybody. Again, congratulations to NeoJet for winning the AM race. We're gonna... You're still stocked up on decoys?
Yes, yeah, we're still good. Some of the guys are complaining about storm issues right now and some black box rendering issues, so we may want to give it just a couple minutes anyways to see if that'll clear up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm happy. Definitely happy to wait. We've got time. That's the lovely thing. We were able to get through the amateur race rather quickly. If I just peek up right now to show you the position. Let's see, where's the sun? There's the sun. It's almost overhead. It does show you how fast it's actually going. But we've got a while, so we can definitely wait. I'm personally not really seeing any storms. It's cool to see. Oh, we see a tight flyby there. That was close. Yeah, there are some storms going on, but at some point we'll have to call it. We see some gammas. Let's have a look at the name tags again, just to confirm. We've got Bear Commando in the gamma. We've got Space Cowboy in the gamma. Mark Sader and Data Machine and in the Razor. And it would have been... What did Arkansas qualify in?
It would have been 4th overall, not counting, but 2nd counting who was actually racing.
No, what ship? Sorry.
Oh, it was in his Razor as well.
Yep. The Razor, right. So it looks like we'll have 2 gammas and 3 razors. Oh, that was cool. Luigi just flew overhead in the C2. And he pushed my ship down with his VTOL.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is a thing in Elite Haggy. Thrusters actually have force behind them and they can push things out of the way.
You can literally blast back dudes on like a landing pad and knock them on their backs, which is just so cool.
So for the Pro race, 10 laps, so 3 more than the AM race. And any news on Arkansas?
None that I've seen. Let me check again.
Yeah, Arkansas's power is out at his place, if I'm reading that correctly.
Yeah, no new info, I believe.
Yeah, Haggy, you're totally fine to talk anything out loud. There's no issue. Sorry, I wasn't reading chat. Just catching up now.
You guys hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you. No issues.
Yeah, Arkansas's power is out, isn't it?
Yeah, yep. As far as the camera too, Black Mace, like I'll do my best to just always be shooting something, so you just dynamically whenever you want.
You got it. Yep, and then
feel free.
Awesome, we'll do that. And
so
you
there was
feel
some kind of issue with the pro race, guys. I don't know if it got sorted or not.
Ty, are you on that or?
I've been watching here. I haven't seen any more comments, so I don't know if that's going on in voice. It's really stormy for me, but it's hard to tell, obviously, if that's synced up with everyone or not. So,
okay, Ty, do you want to? Shall we move down just to see how everyone's doing?
Yeah, I think let's go down and get everybody ready to go, and then we'll hop back up and get ready to cast this once we're good to go.
Beaut.
Thank the Lords.
Pro Razors. I hear
Yes,
there are
sir.
some issues.
There's racers, not in razors. They're not pro razors.
Accent.
We're not beta males.
Is there any pro racer not ready because he is running into some issues, or are we ready to go?
We should all be good to go. Everybody's storm is cleared up.
Beautiful. Same for me on my side. We were just checking out to see if Arkensand could make it. It looks like he's having a power outage, so no Arkensand. We'll give it 1 or 2 more minutes before we commit to getting the race underway. And yeah, we'll be doing it the same way with the decoy coming from Osash's Mustang Gamma's butthole.
And Twitch stream banned.
Shadow ban, no viewers for you.
I'm loving all the we've got all these.
Let me know if you want another pass.
Can Osash's move the Gamma to the top of the track? Is like basically above us, because to the right my bar is blocking him.
Yeah, man,
Sure.
totally.
What if Osashus moves to the first corner here, where I'm passing
I mean,
now?
he could just, where he was fine, just move directly over the track.
Just get in Sader's way. That's basically.
Wherever you guys have good visibility. Do you have visibility if I kind of perch above here?
Like, yeah, I'd say just like right in the middle, just be above so we don't run into you, and that's fine.
Hey, drifting a herc around Drifter's Paradise.
You're like the hot chick in the middle of the race. We're just supposed to pass you.
Arkensand says unless Star Citizen comes out on an Android in the next 10 minutes, he thinks he's out.
Oh no.
That's
okay.
All right, what about right here, gents? Is this good visibility for you if I spit him right at your face? Okay.
Yep, that'll be right in my face.
All right then,
It'd
gents.
be a pleasure.
For the pro racers, we're going to be moving out again. Get ready to go racing. Watch out for decoys. It'll be between now and 5 minutes, so get ready and hyper focus on Osash's. Good luck.
Are they not giving us a countdown? They're just pressing it?
They're just pressing it.
That's
Flybys
Down 5
finished.
minutes. That's a potentially long.
Flybys now finishing. We
I gotta
won't be
hold on to
launching any more
sticks for
decoys.
5 minutes and feet on the pedal and shit? Like, damn.
It'll be within now and a minute, so it won't be long.
Good luck.
All right, we're back in our booth. We'll make this quick for the death grips on the sticks. We're moving the camera in position. We've got lap timer ready. Oh, and we've got the racers ready. Osashis, you were ready?
Yep, I'm ready whenever.
All right, so you're in control. Let's go racing. I'm seeing Sader close to the line.
Okay, for our viewers, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Decoys are fired. We see Sader with the first reaction. However, it's Mark 08 with a lot of boost off the line. I see an explosion already. I think that was 2 ships colliding. No. We've got Sader going through clean. We've got Mark 08 clips the same way Prime did. I can't believe it. We're watching Data Machine then close behind Sader. We'll see if he can catch up. Sader, of course, with the fastest time just below mine and high expectations for him to do well. It's 10 laps for this race. Here he comes across close contact, followed by Data Machine again. Here he is through turn and burn on his way to the final turn. And there is a first lap finish for Sader, going wide, almost clipping the side there. Let's watch him take Drifter's Paradise again. Let's see if he does well. There's a lot of yawing. He's taking it pretty gentle through. I think he knows he's got space, so that's looking good. We're going to swap to Osashis, make it look good. You got anything cool going on there, Sash?
Yeah, we're tracking second right now. Coming across Emerald Avenue.
All right, so is that Data still, or are you in free cam?
I'm in free cam currently.
Roger.
It looks like Sader is making a little bit of a gap, so that gap is creeping up just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Obviously, high expectations for Sader to do well here as he's coming across the finish line once more, and that'll be onto his third lap then. On to Drifter's Paradise.
Sader keeping it a little bit wide, but still pretty nice. Second place coming around, keeping it a little bit tighter.
There's Satyr across Emerald Avenue, using a full roll to the right, so completely relying on using the vertical up thrust to turn through the Emerald Avenue. It really does seem to be the way to go. All right, there we see him going across the finish line once more. So that's on to the 4th lap out of... Is it 4th? Yep, he's on to the 4th lap out of 10 through Drifter's Paradise. Judging by what I'm seeing, he is taking it pretty casual, making sure to survive at this point. The cool thing Satyr did was bring his own logistics team. He had a C2... Was it a C2 with him?
I believe so, yeah.
The cool thing is, now you can spawn the Razor at the outpost, but the cool thing is, of course, is if you bring logistics, you can be sure that you have your ship here without a quantum drive installed, which sheds weight, and the less weight you have, the faster you can go.
Satyr looking like he has about a full straight, maybe a little bit more of a lead right now, so it's definitely increasing.
All right, there he is across the finish line. That puts him on lap, what is it again? Lap number 5 now.
Lap 5, yeah.
Swapping to Osash's.
Data machine coming around Drifter's Paradise right now, keeping it nice and tight. Very tidy. And across Emerald Avenue. Looks like Satyr is coming down into Turn and Burn right now, so just constantly creeping that lead bigger and bigger.
So Haggard, are you seeing a big difference between the speed in terms of AM versus Pro as Satyr takes another lap?
Yeah, it's mostly the consistency that I'm seeing, maintaining their speed through the corners. Seeing a lot more of that in the Pro class.
Gotta say, everybody is very well behaved with track limits. That's good to see. Obviously, less restrictions, but it's good to see everybody still doing well. There's Satyr coming through Turn and Burn. 90-degree right. Final right turn. And on to the finish line. And that puts him on lap 7. Drifter's Paradise looking beautiful. It's such a good turn.
Gorgeous.
I think, Ty,
There's Data Machine across the finish, so yep, about 2 straightaways now.
Awesome. I'm thinking, Ty, when we scouted this track, it was Drifter's Paradise that we spotted first.
Oh, absolutely. We saw that and we're like, that looks like a very, very cool corner to go. Keep it tight, but, you know, drift the ass end of the ship around, and it played out exactly like we imagined. Not sure if Satyr's taking it just a little bit easier or something, but it's the lead's definitely stabilized here.
So that's Satyr on lap 8 now.
It would be good sense if he knows he's got a really comfortable lead to take it a little bit easy, avoid risking collisions.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, he's got like a team with him, so I can only imagine they're spotting for him as well.
Yeah, that's smart. So if he's taking advantage of that, props to him. That's wise to do. Data's definitely holding his own though, so big props to him as well.
Hell yeah.
He definitely wouldn't have been quite a good fit in the AM class, I don't think.
Across the finish? Satyr? Sorry, I'm just giving hints to the lap counter here.
And Data across the finish.
So he's now on lap 9. And if we did it right, then we've got Satyr going on to his final lap here. Going fast.
Really fast on that straight.
Drifter's Paradise coming up.
Data Machine coming exactly the opposite direction across the finish into Drifter's Paradise himself. Really impressed with how consistent both of these guys are going. This is a lot of laps to do on this course without clipping.
It is. It is not easy. All right, we've got one more turn for Satyr. Just one more turn. There he takes it, and there he goes across the finish line to win the XGR Snakebit Pro Race. Congratulations to Satyr. Well done.
Congratulations.
He's still going. Probably not sure he actually did finish the race. That's okay. He can keep wearing himself out. He did it.
Data Machine across the line in second.
And there he is, pitching up. Done. Beautiful. Look at him putting on a show. Well done to the racers. Good job. And a big thanks to our lap counter for helping out.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to quickly pull in some people. Let's start with Satyr. Satyr, buddy, do you realize you're finished? You did it. Satyr's still running. I think he's still going.
He's in the zone.
All right, while we let Satyr cool down, we'll check in with Data Machine. Data Machine, how are you doing? That was a nice race. It's a good thing we put you in the pro race.
Yeah, it would have been a little out of place in the AM.
You did so good, dude. You were the stealth racer of this one, I think. Because you finished lower on the time trial boards. How was that for you? How was it chasing down Satyr?
My performance was like 17 frames that entire race, so I was struggling just not to crash, basically.
Considering you did really well.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. Normally, I don't last more than like about 6 laps or so when I'm trying to do time trials, so I'm happy.
Do you think, considering the fact that there were 10 laps, that you took it more gentle?
Yeah, I think I definitely did take a gentle, and I mean, with the frame rate difference, you know, my time trials was like 17. I was not going as fast as I could just because, you know, the input delay is a little bit, well, you know, the stuttering is hard to deal with.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I do feel as well when there is low frame rate that your inputs are a little more delayed. I don't know if that is placebo, but it feels that way at least. Well, congratulations on finishing second for the pro race, dude. That was awesome. You definitely made it look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Let's check out if we have Satyr ready for another check. Hey, Satyr, are you with us?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, dude, that was incredible. How was that for you?
The first 3 laps kind of sucked. Couldn't really feel my arms.
Oh, no.
It's just an adrenaline thing, to be honest. I mean, we all know it doesn't really mean anything, but...
No, dude, yeah,
beating with people, it's different.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
How was the difference for you in terms of having to keep going for 10 laps?
Well, I mean, I think I did 11.
I think you did. Yes, you kept going.
Yep.
We thought maybe you had a spotter because you had some logistics supporting you. Maybe I thought maybe.
Yeah, he told me it was over, but I told him I'd do another one just to make sure.
Beautiful.
Right on.
Well, compliments, dude. You made it look beautiful. And did you run into anybody? Did you have struggles with any back markers or anything, or did it feel clean to you?
So the main difference for me, at least, given I'm running on a 1080 or something, 1080 5820K processor, it's a lot laggier when there's this many people, which is why I was pretty. As soon as their run was over, the amateur run was over, I went out and did the course, and that was a very smart move because it immediately told me that it was going to be different, and so that was a pretty good primer for the type of FPS that I was going to get, and I was able to kind of adapt to that right after.
Yeah,
but if I had done that right at the beginning, that would have threw me pretty bad.
Understandable. Well, we were expecting you to do well, and so you did. So congratulations on the win, and I look very forward to seeing you participating in future races because I know for a fact you're one to watch.
Absolutely.
Good shit, dude.
It was a nice course, man. Thank you guys for finding it, because to be honest, the moment I saw this thing, I was just like, that's an actual course that makes sense. Everything about this makes sense. It's like somebody at CIG just like etched that into the ground.
Well, that's a compliment if I ever heard one. Thank you. And kudos to CIG for coming up with this incredible planetary tech anyway. That's what makes this possible. All right, we'll catch you in a little bit, Sater. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
That was awesome. So, wow. It's cool to hear Sater mention the adrenaline rush, because we all know it's real. We all know that the adrenaline rush is something to... We've all done racing, Haggard, Osashius, myself, whether in here or in Elite or in real life. I know Osashius does motocross racing as well, dirt bike motocross racing. And so we know what it's like to get the rush. And it's true with any sim racing that you just lose control over your limbs, don't you?
That's one of the big benefits, honestly. You get that. Yeah, I mean, any adrenaline junkie will know, those are the times when you really feel alive, and it's beautiful to be able to experience even a small version of that on a computer. You don't get that.
That's a quote. I love
There's something about that when you're sitting on the line. It's actually before the race starts, where you're sitting there and you're all prepped, ready to go, and everyone's to your side. You're not looking at them, but they're there, and you know like everything is about to explode off the line. At that moment, it's just unbeatable.
Absolutely.
And again, a big shout out to everybody watching. I hope this looked good and it felt good. I hope the two camera angles worked out a little bit. This is a first time for us, so definitely let us know your feedback. And thank you, Stanza, for the compliments. And Winter CIG is saying, and maybe this is somebody from CIG. If it is, shout out to them. Welcome and thank you for watching. It looks like they're congratulating the winners as well. C1 Rob, very nice stream and race. Thank you. Ramar also saying the same. So very pleased to see all of the people watching. And to wrap this up, some things that we can talk about is kind of the future of XGR. Go ahead.
Really quick point too. Big thank you to our on-site spectators and support personnel for putting on this show. Outside of the racing as well too, these flybys and like the Hercules and stuff have been absolutely awesome. So big props to those guys for being here.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I think one of the amazing things about Star Citizen is the fact that it is easy to meet up with people and say, like when there are spectators and they ask to join, that it is possible. So it is so cool to see that it's possible, and therefore we welcome it wholeheartedly. Anybody that ever wants to spectate, you are more than welcome. And it definitely helps make the show. The C2 flybys, I shout out to you guys for looking up where the camera is pointing and flying through the screen and all the chaff and the decoy. And there we see another one looking beautiful. He's missing a tail fin even, which is amazing. So yeah, a big thank you to everybody, absolutely. And the remainder of this year for XGR will be a continuation of what we've been doing, just a whole bunch of experimentation with different kinds of races and different setups. And then for the new year, you'll probably be looking at the very first full-on championship that will span months. And we'll be broadcasting it in very much the same fashion. So stay tuned for that. There's an Argo cargo there. Beautiful. That's got to be Euro Trucker. I just know it. Oh, they crashed. The C2 and... they crashed. That was so funny. Did we just see a delayed explosion or what? I think we did.
Yeah,
I think we might
cargo
have.
got completely demolished. Like a fly on the windshield.
And yeah, so that's what's coming up with XGR, so stay tuned. And if you want to be a part of it, you should come and join us. We have... Look at that cargo is out of control. Beautiful. We've got a Discord, and either Haggy or Sashas will put the Discord in the chat for us. And come and join us. Even if you're not racing, but you are a racing fan, we have big plans for the future of XGR to go far beyond just racing, specifically in terms of supporting the races. We will need support crews with 315 coming up, and all of the logistics around making sure that you can respawn and you have your ships. And on Kaplan Stadium, we saw the need for grabbing ships or grabbing ground vehicles back up from the lower decks. There's so many things to do. So a big invitation to everybody to come and join us for whatever they like. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and close the stream. So final thank you for joining us. This was epic. It's really cool to see so many of you here. It makes it feel worthwhile to do. So definitely stay tuned for the next one. Come and join us on Discord, and we'll catch you over there. Have a good one.
See you guys.
See you all.